Welcome to the Daily App Show iPhone edition. Today we're going to take a look at Brickster. Brickster is a single-player game, a first-person game. It comes in and it's asking me if I want to continue a saved game. I'm going to go ahead and hit no and start over. In our options, we can turn on sound effects and weather sound effects as well. Let's hit our menu and go right back. You can see down below I'm starting off as a rank novice. If we go into our tutorial section, we can view the different levels and what's required to pass and get to those different rank levels. So let's go in and play. I'm going to show you the basics here. So what we have is different things going on. Now this ghost, I can go ahead and just absorb him and he shows up down here. And so you can also see that we've got these guys coming after me. So what I'm going to need to do is burn a hole in the ground for him to fall into. And then I'll need to wait a second. That hole closes up, it smashes him, and he's gone. That is one way to get rid of those guys, because obviously if you let it run into you, you're just going to die. Now, the fireballs will shoot out of the wall on occasion and get you as well. So you need to be careful of those fireballs, because that is one way that you can die. So I'm going to come up here, and there is another type of fireball, the ones that are floating around that I can collect, and I can take them with me. And you can see that I will be able to use them later. You can see down here I have a fireball that I can use at a later time. So now I can start to walk across here, but I want to make sure that I don't time it incorrectly because that floor will fall out from under me. You can see my guy is waving at me because he's wondering what's taking me so long. So as you can see, I just barely made it across without crashing and burning into the bottom ground. So now walking up here, I've got a bunch of these guys, so I need to tap on the ground and burn. That was a little too late. You got to tap on the ground once and burn a hole through it so that you can get down there. So it looks like these guys are all going to walk across. I need to burn a hole in the ground so that I can kill them. And it looks like I didn't make it in time. One of them still managed to get me. Thankfully, other elements can handle these guys as well. Let's wait for this guy to come down here and come after me. And burned a hole, and he will be crushed. So as you can see, all I'm doing is tapping on the screen away from brick areas so that I can move. Let's climb up here and go over and collect that bag of coins. You're going to want to collect, oops, I'm going to die. You're going to want to collect bags of coins so that you can have more points. So obviously that's something that we want to do. So let's see if we can make it over here without dying this time. All right, we made it. So let's see if we can get up to the second level. On each of these levels here, we have other things that are going to attempt to attack us. And so we want to be aware of those. Floors falling out from under us as well, so we want to be careful. Eventually we want to get to this exit right here. So we've got to go all the way through this level so that we could attempt to get to our exit. Let's go over and get these coins. Hopefully this guy will come down after us. Probably not, so we'll probably have to come up here a little bit and taunt him. Looks like he's going to come after us. So we'll burn a hole, wait for him to die, and then of course, once he seals up, we can move along. Here we've got two guys. Hopefully they will come after me as well. So as you can see, we've got quite a ways to go up this level before we can start to go down. It's definitely challenging.
I will eat you.
So down here below you can see how many lives I have left and how many of these creatures I have annihilated. Let's see if we can get up here and burn in a hole before he gets too close to me. Alright, looks like all I did was make him fall. Oh, and I died. Look at that. It puts me down on a lower level. So, you're getting the idea of the game. We're wanting to collect as many of those coin bags as possible. We're wanting to keep ourselves alive in the meanwhile, which isn't that easy. There's my... it was too late for me as well. I could be shooting a fireball at this guy, but I like to save my fireballs to get to the end of the level just in case I get myself in a pinch. Although I am on my last life now, so it's not like I have much more to go before I'm destroyed. So there's a lot of gameplay here because of all of the elements that are going on. And I'm dead. So I can view the high score simply by tapping on the high score and see how I've done. It gives me the date, the level that I completed, and the amount of time I was playing, as well as my points. So you want to make sure and get as many of those coin bags as possible so that you can get higher scores. So I really think you're going to like Brickster. It's a fun single-player game, first-person game. You just got to get this guy to the end of the level so you can, of course, increase your rank. So definitely check out Brickster in the App Store today.